So just over 10 to 11 months ago, I switched to PC. I was a controller champion on Xbox, and making the switch was very difficult. My first ever season, I had a .9, and the highest elo I got was Plat 1. This current season, I did finally get champion, and I've reached my highest KD of the season, which is a 1.22. So in today's video, I want to break down some key reasons why I think I hit champion, what it took for me to get to this elo and this point in my gameplay, and how you can implement this into your gameplay and you can get a higher rank. This video is especially good for anybody that's Plat 3 and above and that's really trying to get better in a very quick manner. So stay tuned for the video and let's break down some key aspects. The very first thing and the main point and the only way that you're actually going to get better at this game, or to be honest, anything in life, is self-evaluation. If you stop blaming other people for your mistakes or stop blaming people for minor mistakes, you're going to be a happier and you're going to be a more driven person. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you my list of mistakes that I thought I was making as a player, the reason why I was hardstruck Plat 1/Diamond, and how I conquered each one of these aspects in my gameplay. Hopefully you can self-evaluate and grab some of these points and acquire it into yourself, because a lot of these things are very common. So there was two main factors for me as a player that I wrote down. One was confidence and two was my aim and mechanics. Now, these kind of went hand in hand because I would have low confidence just because I didn't believe in my shot, didn't believe in my mechanics, and didn't think I can outgun anybody. This kind of stems from having poor crosshair placement and just being new to M&K. On the confidence side, it really came down to me overanalyzing. It's kind of like an anxiety factor because I do have anxiety, so I just let that kind of eat me up. Instead of being in the present moment, I would overanalyze what I was doing, where my teammates were, and if I looked foolish. Now, my aim isn't still up to par to the highest amount I want it to be, but for me, I realized that I wasn't building up muscle memory, and I feel like this is the problem with 90% of players that have very inconsistent aim, is they don't allow themselves to understand their sensitivity. What happens is one person will have a bad game and they'll automatically switch their sensitivity. So what you need to do is try to find a sensitivity that you can control and that you kind of enjoy, and then you have to build muscle memory. It's kind of like shooting free throws in the gym. If you never played basketball before, you're going to be awful. You're going to be shooting bricks, but over time, as you shoot, you practice your form, you're going to be more consistent and you're going to be better. It's the same thing with your shot in-game in an FPS game. So how you build up the muscle memory comes down to your T-Hunt routine, and if you're on PC, you can play Kovacs and Aim Labs. Now, down in the description, I have a whole Kovacs Dropbox guide that I found, and it's the best for Siege. I would go check that out. And I also have a DZ video that I watched that really helped me with Aim Labs. If you guys want to go watch that video as well, this should definitely help you with your aim and building up the muscle memory in its proper practice, since Siege doesn't have a consistent terrorist hunt facility. Now, when it comes down to confidence, I realized that I was letting my anxiety play a factor. I was overanalyzing everything, and I was just overthinking way too much. I started studying something called what a flow state is, and it's basically just being present, not worrying about the future or past, whatever, and just playing. And it's something I incorporated into my gameplay, and it's really helped. I realized that vibes are very important, but you should also understand the key factor of the game. You can't be a consistent player when it comes to kills because positioning and so many other factors key in, but you can be a very consistent team player. And being a team player helps you get kills and helps your teammates get kills and helps you get more wins. One of the best ways I got better at Rainbow Six Siege was taking criticism from players that are better than me. I wasn't really standoffish with these people. I was very open to criticism. I asked them what could I do better, and I just picked their brains. There's a huge difference, though, between taking criticism and dealing with toxicity. People try to think that these two go hand in hand and that, this is the Siege community, so automatically, you have to deal with toxicity. That's not the truth, and if people are going to belittle you rather than educate you, then move on, get some new people, and surround yourself with more positive beings that are looking out for you rather than looking to put you down in the dirt. A huge issue I was having was poor crosshair placement and bad positioning. Now, when it comes down to crosshair placement, that can just be integrated with your T-Hunt routine. Just to break that bad habit, you really just got to stop aiming chest level, realize what you're doing, and try to break it at its core. Over time, you'll realize that aiming head level is the best possible way, and it gives you the easiest amount of kills. I understand on console, a lot of people are sneaky snakes and they crouch around, so that's forgiven. But when you switch over to PC, that's a huge bad habit you're not going to want to have anymore, and you're going to have to break that bad habit. On the other side of positioning, I feel like a lot of players don't understand positioning, and that's the key reason why they have a low KD and they're not winning games. If you have bad positioning, you're not going to be in the position to get a frag, nor even get a round win or even a game win. Positioning is what breaks a lot of players and is the reason why a lot of players are stuck in the rank that they're currently in. So how do you get better positioning? For me, just to break it down very simply, I try to analyze what everybody was doing. On my teammates' side, I was trying to see where they were pushing, how they were defending, and I would try to play off of that. A lot of times, I would have to IGL more than anything, which is an in-game leader. I would have to coordinate what my teammates are doing because a lot of people are stacked up. What I noticed, they would all push from one area and there was no pinching power, and a lot of times there wasn't any refrag value. So right now, I just want to show you a 2v1 scenario on Cafe. My teammates are defending, and like I said, they're in a 2v1, and I try to coordinate what they're doing, and it pays off. Hey, here's what's going to happen. Velk, you're not going to swing until Ella shoots. That's fine. That's fine. Good shit. Good shit. So that was a very basic clip, but the key premise of it is the refrag value. As you saw, I told Valkyrie to not peek in any way, wait till Ella shoots, and then that's when you initiate and swing. Because immediately, if Ella were to start shooting and Sledge was very unaware, he would try to focus his energy and just gun skill onto Ella. And then at that point, Valkyrie can swing and get the immediate frag or even refrag if Sledge somehow smokes Ella. This is what you need to be doing constantly. You need to be analyzing. Even when you're dead, you need to try to help your teammates the best of their ability. For me, I understand that my mechanics aren't the greatest, so I'm going to try to flourish in other ways, whether that's helping my teammates see gaps and help them push, or just help them hold cross angles, play refrags, and try to nudge them in the right direction when I'm dead. Overall, I kind of just wanted to outline the mistakes I was making as a player, and I will continue to make more and new mistakes, and I'll continue to fix them. But the only way to get better at this game, like I said, is self-evaluation. So if you couldn't relate to any of these things I listed in this video, that's 100% understandable because everybody's different. But if you really have any more questions, comment down below and just ask how you can get better in a certain scenario. I will try my best of my ability to help you and try to just answer your question. For example, one of the key reasons why I thought I was stuck in Plat 1 was because I was solo queuing a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, solo queuing definitely hinders your rank, but it wasn't the key issue with me being in that rank. I wasn't engaging in gunfights, and I wasn't being aggressive when I needed to be. Slowly, when I watched better players play, I kind of took in what they were doing, and I started doing it. I watched Pro League players, I watched their streams, I watched even some Pro League games, and I started learning and learning. I watched quite a bit of YouTube videos that actually did help me with my aim, and I built up my confidence, and over time, I actually hit this rank. There are some people that definitely don't think I deserve it, but they don't actually know me as a player. They've just seen, potato clips on Twitch, which is totally okay. You shouldn't really care what people think of you anyways, especially random people that will never benefit you in your life. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, sub, and comment, and let me know your opinions on this video. I thank you so much for watching the video. This is Garfieldisdoc. One love.